Varcha Caves.
Today, I'm going to find out whether it's really worth spending 4 to 7 hours traveling to the remote town of Vardzia. Hidden in the cliffs of southern Georgia is one of the country's most fascinating historical sites, Vardzia, a vast cave monastery carved directly into the rock. Built in the 12th century during the reign of Queen Tamar, it once contained hundreds of rooms, including churches, tunnels, living quarters, and storage spaces. In 1283, a massive earthquake struck the area and caused a huge section of the mountain to collapse. The rock literally broke away, revealing the hidden caves, tunnels, and rooms carved deep inside the cliff. What we see today is only the exposed part of what was once a much larger cave city, hidden inside the mountain for centuries. A recent 3D scan of the site revealed around 641 separate chambers spread across 13 levels, stretching roughly 500 meters along the cliff face. Hidden deep inside the rock, the caves are connected by a labyrinth of tunnels, some more than 150 meters long, as well as staircases and terraces. It's absolutely enormous. And yet, what you see today is only a tiny fraction of what Vardzia once was. Inside the Church of the Dormition, one of the most important frescoes shows King Georgi III and Queen Tamar standing before the enthroned Virgin Mary. The scene is a religious act of devotion and intercession. Georgi III and Tamar are shown turning toward the Virgin, asking for her protection and blessing. Queen Tamar is particularly significant because she became one of the most powerful rulers in Georgian history, and her reign is closely connected with Vardzia's development. The spring comes directly through the rock deep inside the mountain, and the water is considered holy by many pilgrims. It was also an important source of fresh water for the people living inside Vardzia. Inside the chapel, these narrow corridors are part of the ingenious design of Vardzia. They were carved directly into the rock and connected the church with different chambers, living areas, and terraces throughout the complex. You can imagine how unusual this must have been in medieval times, people moving through a hidden network of tunnels inside the mountain with the chapel at the heart of this underground city. Vardzia was originally conceived by King Georgi III as a place where villagers could take shelter from enemy raids. The complex was designed to provide refuge for as many as 50,000 people in times of danger. It teeters over the Mitgavari River in the southwestern part of Georgia, close to the Armenian and Turkish borders.
But it's dangerous.
Vardzia also had an impressive winemaking tradition. The cave complex contained dozens of wine cellars with hundreds of qvevri, large clay vessels buried in the floor for fermenting and storing wine. The cool caves provided ideal conditions for keeping wine, making it an important part of life at the monastery. Let's watch spectacular Meshkheti region. The cave monastery is obviously the headline attraction, but the surrounding area is just as special, with dramatic gorges, ruined castles, hot springs, megalithic fortresses, and some of the most scenic drives in Georgia. Staying overnight near the caves gives you more time to explore the region, and even better, visit Vardzia before the tour groups arrive. Varzia was designed to function almost like a complete medieval city, not simply a monastery. It had homes, churches, bakeries, wine cellars, water systems, and workshops, allowing the community to be largely self-sufficient. One of those workshops was the smithy, where blacksmiths worked with metal to make and repair essential tools, equipment, and other objects needed by the community. It's a small detail, but it shows how everyday life in Varzia continued inside the mountain. Varzia was largely abandoned in the 16th century after the Ottoman takeover of the region and remained largely deserted for centuries. During the Soviet era, excavations and restoration brought new attention to the site. In 1988, monks returned, and today a small community still lives here, keeping Varzia a functioning monastery. Can you guess what this place was used for? Leave your answer in the comments. The winner will receive a link to an exclusive video on DOVR that isn't available to everyone. If you don't like spending your vacation in a cave, don't forget to subscribe, like, and add this video to your favorite playlist. It really helps me create more adventures and better content for you. Near Varzia, you can also visit the impressive Rabati fortress in Ahal Sike. I've explored it in another video. Watch it in immersive 3D and discover this incredible fortress from a whole new perspective.